What is the most ultimate understanding of the game? How should you perceive this game or this life experience to have the best possible experience? When you realize that first and foremost Source created this game to have an experience, you can say that we knew it would be challenging to a degree to fully wake up within the game and be as much of what you as a Source ultimately are, only within this experience, where you walk around and create a life around you and gain as much empowerment and freedom and happiness as possible to simply just experience this type of experience. Well, then you will realize that Source, that you, your Source self, ultimately wants to break free completely, to experience what it's like to have the highest possible achievement in this game, for the experience of it. Of course, also for the rewards that will come by having a really good experience, but it's more about the experience itself. When you understand that a lower frequency experience would be to first and foremost not recognize the experience you're having. You don't know where you are or what you're doing or how things work. So you would not be able to be fully happy and present all the time. You would make a little mess for yourself here and there, compared to if you had full awareness about the game and the achievement to fully experience that higher frequency game. Well, then you will realize that it's simply just an experience. You will never be able to fully wake up to your full Source self connection in the game. But the best way to understand the game is that a higher frequency would always mean a better experience. And the journey and the game itself is to achieve that higher frequency. It's about staying in the moment and enjoying the journey, enjoying every bit of it, dealing with lower frequency programming so you can set yourself more free, always more free, more empowered, have more clarity, more abilities, be able to deal with your problems in the highest frequency way possible, and to really grasp the game, to understand what to focus on right now. What is the thing that are holding you back the most right now? You can't focus on flying and teleportation and levitation, moving objects before you know how to be happy, before you comprehend what freedom is and the game itself. It's just a bad investment of your time, because it will take time. Of course it will, to a degree. It will take a certain amount of time. So in that way you're playing the game. You will play it very smart if you spend time understanding how to deal with your problems. You will be very wise. It will be a smart choice to practice happiness, to practice to be in the moment, to have a healthy world view, to see the game for what it is, to truly recognize that it is a beautiful game, and to do the work necessary to let go of the lower frequency ways of looking at this game that you might experience. So there is nothing you have to do, and there is nothing you can not do. Whatever you choose to do, it's fine, it's okay. But by doing high frequency choices and playing it smart, always be careful be aware of what you are thinking about and if there could possibly be something that would be smarter to think about. Don't think you have found the best right away and at the first try, because you probably haven't. There will probably be a higher frequency way of looking at everything. And that is the game. That is the experience of gaining wisdom, gaining more smarts, being more aware of your thoughts and how they really work, so you can play them the best way possible to achieve a higher frequency, a higher mastery of the game, a better experience, more empowerment, more freedom, more clarity. Ultimately, Source would want to be able to deal with their problems quicker than you could snap your finger, and instantaneously have a highest frequency way of looking at it. So they would be completely set free from that problem. So they would achieve instantaneously. So it didn't have to take a year to achieve something great, but a second. So you could just snap your fingers and whatever you wanted just came to you. Source in its fullest, ultimate, highest frequency in this game would want to fly and teleport to wherever they want. Walk through walls, see everything in their mind's eye. To know exactly what is the best way to play everything at all times and be fully flowing in this game. Of course, that's fully possible. It's a lot of work, but it's fully possible, absolutely. And it's even easier than you think. And if this is what Source wants, if this is what would give you the absolute best experience of life, well, do you then have discipline to let this be what you are focusing on, what you are spending your day working towards? And knowing that this would be the ultimate way of experiencing life, you can give yourself some slack if you know that you haven't achieved this already. It's a lot of work, it's hard work. You have to work constantly, be present at all times. You have to dream big. You have to learn to master daydreaming and so high consciousness that you couldn't possibly comprehend it now whatsoever. To fully achieve this, I'm not talking about 9/11 even. I'm talking about way after 9/11, after being in 9/11 for a long time. Well, you can give yourself some slack. It's fine that you don't achieve all of this in a year, but if this is what you're working towards, then you will have great achievements every day, because this is what you're focusing on, this is what you're thinking about, this is what you're feeling and harmonizing into. Your achievements every day would be greater than you can comprehend right now. Do this for a month and well, we will see.